Hey, welcome back to the Fadi Show podcast. This is your host, Fadi. Hey, how's everybody doing? Another week, another episode. I was thinking that we can, start it off by taking a sip of this marvelous tea. Okay, here we are. I wanted to talk about the state, the economic and political state of comedy right now. That's what I want to discuss. No, but I actually wanted to talk about the whole thing that I've been seeing about Matt Rife right now. The whole situation that's going on with that. The whole backlash that he's gotten. So let me think. I have no thoughts about this. I have one thought about this. I have one very solid thought about this. And it's that he should just be saying whatever he wants to say. And whoever got a problem with it, just don't watch it. Just don't watch it. Why does it have to be more than that? Does it really have to be more than that? Like, if you want to watch it, you watch it. And if you don't want to watch it, it's the internet. It's not forced upon you. It's like complaining about the ISIS videos. And you're like, "Oh, I just saw this guy getting beheaded." You don't type like, "Oh, ISIS, why are you upping these videos?" You just don't watch it. You just do not watch it. That's it. Are you complaining about ISIS? Did you complain to ISIS when that was going on? When they were beheading people? Oh, but you're complaining about a joke that you didn't like. I'm gonna be honest. If you didn't complain about ISIS, I don't feel like you have any say in this case. If you didn't make a video about ISIS when they're at their peak, at the top of their game, chopping heads off with blunt knives, you have no say in this. Your emotional involvement, if it wasn't just as high when people were getting beheaded, I don't know how serious I'm going to take you when you're talking about a joke you didn't like and how you should get canceled for a joke that you didn't like. He didn't make a good joke. Therefore, I didn't like the I didn't watch the thing, but also none of you guys should. Don't watch it. Do not watch it. I get the whole not liking something. If you don't like it, that's cool. Do not watch it. But the trying to pressure other people by saying you shouldn't watch it because this, and you know what? You can share your opinion. That's cool. It's, just journalism, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of journalism. But here's the thing. When you try to make it into something that you're boycotting every single time, what are you doing? What are you doing? Actually, what are you doing? If you don't want to watch something, why are you so emotionally at high stakes with it? You get so upset that you just have to condemn every and anything that has to do with this individual. I just find it very weird. And I do comedy. I make jokes that people don't like. If you don't like it, that's cool. I'm not going to force you to like it. But as long as you understand that the intent is to be funny and not to be mean, and you don't actually mean the mean shit that you say, well, most comedians don't. They're just trying to get a laugh out. That's it. And you're mad because he attempted. How dare you try to be funny by saying this cruel thing. I actually want to play the domestic violence joke that everyone's like mad about. I want to play that. So that's what we're doing.
This is so cool, man. I wish my grandpa could see this, man. I always wanted to bring him here to visit. He knew how much I love DC, and he loved Maryland. It was like his favorite state, which is a valid response unless you've been to Baltimore. Because, dude, the fuck is going on in Baltimore, dude? Bro, Maryland as a state cannot pick a tone, dog. Just pick one. It's so beautiful and so ratchet for no reason. Can y'all just pick a tone, man? All of Maryland. Y'all will drive to the beach with your top down and then go to Baltimore and lock all your doors, dude. Like, no middle ground ever, man. I've only been to Baltimore one time. I ate lunch there, and the hostess who, like, seats you at the restaurant had a black eye. A full black eye. And it wasn't like, what happened? Yeah, it was pretty obvious what happened. And we couldn't get over the fact that we're like, this is the face of the company? Like, this is who you have greeting people? And my boy who I was with was like, yeah, I feel bad for her, man. I feel like they should put her in the kitchen or something where nobody has to see her face, And I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye. So, just testing the waters, seeing if y'all are gonna be fun or not. Just wanted to see.
That was the joke. That's the first time me actually hearing that joke. And that was not that crazy. Was that crazy? Was that really that crazy? This is what people were like. I'm sure there's like other shit that people were mad about in the special, but I feel like this is the one. This is the one that really, pissed people off because he has like a mostly female audience. So not happy about that. That's the thing. If a female comedian made a joke that was about dudes, that was derogatory towards dudes, I know no guy would take it to Twitter and rant about how problematic it is. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. I've never seen it happen. And that's because women like to gossip. Really, at the end of the day, when people are trying to cancel somebody, I don't think people really care what the bad doing was. If it's exciting to talk about, it's gossip. It's like those tabloid magazines. It's exciting to talk about. They like to gossip. They like to gossip with each other. Ooh, did you hear what this person said? But they do it on a global stage. It's that, but on a global stage. Did you hear what this person did? Oh my God, can you believe? But then they like garner an audience from that. And that's just like, oh, look at all these people. They're listening to me and they're agreeing with me. It's like sitting in a circle and just hearing people gossip with each other. I'm not gonna lie. It's mostly women. It's mostly women that likes to do that. Women love gossiping, and you cannot fucking deny that. You cannot deny that. In general, women love gossiping way more than men. You see it everywhere. You see it everywhere. And it's like, oh, but that's stereotypical. How can you say that? Guys fall into stereotypes all the time. All the time. Just being a gym bro. When guys are being gym bros and just like all they talk is about, hitting the weights. That's stereotypical guy shit. There's a bunch of stereotypes. Some true, some not. But the shit about women love gossiping, it's just facts. The reason that Matt Rife is getting canceled over a joke that women don't like is a product of women loving to gossip. That's what it is. You can disagree with me or not. Generally, women love to gossip more than men. It is the same reason that female comedians do not get canceled for saying some shit about men. A woman can make a joke about how high the suicide rates for men are, and no one will bat an eye. She can make a joke about men killing themselves, which is like a big deal or whatever. I don't know. I'm a dude. It's not a big deal to me. But, it just will not happen. And I just want to say, it's really not about Matt Rife, and it's not even about his joke. None of this actually has anything to do with him. He's just a catalyst for a fun conversation to them. For them, it's a fun conversation. Some of them, very, very few of them, probably got PTSD because they've, experienced some sort of domestic abuse. But most of them just love doing this. Most of the people that are engaging in this just love doing that. It's their favorite thing. It's their favorite thing. It is. It's true. It's true. Because you have a bunch of situations when you have a bunch of occurrences, occasions. I don't even know language. I don't know language. You have a bunch of occasions where comedians get canceled for shit. Usually when comedians get canceled, it's never over some shit that they've said about men. Nobody has gotten canceled for some shit that they've targeted at men as a demographic. Nobody. People have gotten canceled for shit that they say about, minorities. People have gotten canceled for shit that they say about women. People even gotten canceled over shit they've said about children. No one has ever gotten canceled over some shit that they've said about men. Nothing that's coming to mind. Who's gotten any repercussions for talking shit about men? Everyone just laughs and keeps it pushing. No, even guys are like, "Yeah, that's us. That's us." But I'm not saying that it's like, oh, men are so cool and tough. That's not my point. My point is, women love to gossip. I've seen it with sisters. I've seen it with aunts. I've seen it with girlfriends. They love to gossip. They just do. And that's okay. You can do that. I'm just trying to point out that he is just the image. He's like the scapegoat. He's like this little this figurine where all this energy of the needing to find somebody to gossip on, that they are just channeling into. There's like this guy. Today it's this guy. Today's you. Tough luck. We just needed to get this shit off our chest. It was going to be you or whoever the fuck. But we built you up and we finna tear you down because it's fun. It's fun to watch you lose it all. It's fun to just put you on a pedestal and then not liking how high up you are and then going, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Problematic. So problematic. It's so problematic. Shut up. And sure, he might even be problematic. I'm not even trying to my point isn't even to try to defend him or even trying to defend comedy. Comedy does a good job in defending itself because anybody with a rational mind, can find something funny and find something not funny. That's very subjective. What I'm trying to point out is I don't want people to make the mistake of thinking that comedy is under attack and, oh, you cannot say anything. That's not what this is. That's not what this is. This is a typical case of women just want to gossip today. That's all they want to do. Once they get tired of the subject, they'll move on to the next thing. That's what it's always been. People are mistaking this shit for equality. People are mistaking this shit for fighting for women's rights. People are mistaking this shit for, comedy being attacked and you cannot say anything. People are mistaking it for so many things. Here's what it is. Reputation destruction is just fun for women. They love it. They have done it all throughout human history. They have. Men too, but, predominantly women, because they can't physically fight, so they have to, destroy you in other ways. And that is the gossip. This is an evolutionary thing. I'm backed by Darwinism. Don't argue with me. Argue with Darwin and his Finks. This has nothing to do with a personal. I'm just telling you what it is. I don't want to trickle everything down to evolutionary traits or every action that you take is like a result of an evolutionary, is an evolutionary response. But all throughout history, that's what people have done. They're doing it today, and they will continue to do it. You're fighting human nature here. You're fighting human nature. It's like trying to stop. It's like eating at a buffet and then trying to stop yourself from shitting. It's like just throwing food in your system and then going, why the fuck am I shitting? You're gonna shit. You're gonna shit. You're gonna drink water. You're gonna gossip. That's what it is. I hope that clears things up. My problem with this is what annoys me though. This is what annoys me. They're gossiping about this, and they get people telling them, oh, well, I disagree on this point, and then they start, bickering with somebody, and then somebody else goes, oh, I actually really agree with you. This is exactly how I feel. And it's just a rush of dopamine. Oh my God, this person is like, oh my God, do you see? It's exciting. You literally are in your head going, oh my God, look what's happening. Oh my God, I can't believe this person did this. Can you believe we don't value this person anymore? We don't value, this is a bad person now. This is a bad person now. That feels so good that other person is bad and everyone else thinks they're bad. Hopefully they won't make $30 million this year. That'll make me feel a little bit better. And maybe that's not their exact thought process, but indirectly it is. And that's my problem. They don't realize how much it's about the feeling good, the rush. You don't even know if you're feeling good, but just the emotional uproar that's happening within them, whether it's positive or negative, they enjoy it. When I'm saying I'm just saying whoever just likes gossiping. They don't even care about the joke, most of them. They have no clue. Their fucking sister is in an abusive relationship. They don't give a shit about that. They don't talk about that as much as they do about this shit. Because nobody knows their sister. But everyone knows there's one famous guy. So everyone can agree with me on social media. That's the thing. That's what bothers me is like, at least be self-aware enough that you do understand that you're doing this because you like to gossip. You understand that, right? Whether you think that literally, oh, it's gossiping time. I'm going to go on Twitter and just talking shit. It's going to feel good. Maybe you don't think like that. Maybe you see a tweet and you're like, oh my God, this is awful. And then and then seeing content, consuming it, and then going, yes, it feels good for a reason. You have no connection to this person, but it feels good that they're like, no physical harm was even caused by the joke. But the reason that you're so emotionally involved is because it feels good to gossip. By God, does it feel good to gossip, doesn't it? Doesn't it just feel like a billion heroin needles in every square inch of your body just getting injected at once? What the hell you smoking heroin? Dead ass. Like, dead ass. It's like, it's just a lack of self-awareness. Like, by all means, gossip. It's freedom of speech. Gossip. But don't, at least be aware that that's what you're doing. That's what's giving you the kick. It's not because you want to fight for a cause. Most people are not saying that to fight for a cause when they're mad about a joke like that. That's not what 99.9% of people. Some of them are like, okay, well, I didn't like that joke because it reminded me of when I was in a situation like that, and I haven't healed from it. So joking about that isn't fun to me yet, or it might never be. For some people, 9/11 will never be funny. For some people, it was funny 3 days later. For some people, it was funny 3 years later. For some people, it will never be funny. And you might be one of those people that have seen domestic abuse or experienced domestic abuse, and it just, any joke that's made about that can rub you the wrong way. But that's a small percentage of the actual people that are complaining. That's what I believe. I think most of the cases, the reasoning is because they enjoy the rush of talking shit about people. And again, by all means, do what you got to do. But the lack of self-awareness and understanding that yourself is because gossip. You enjoy gossiping. It's not really because they made this joke. It's because they made this joke and now you have a reason to gossip. And you have a bunch of people that will agree with you because it's considered to be a offensive thing to talk about. You know, most people will be on your side. So you're going to talk shit about it. And it feels good when you get 100 comments all agreeing with you. And now you're reading paragraphs of why people agree with you. And then people are adding like shit to it. Oh, did you know he did this too? Did you know he did this too? Did you know that she did this? Did you know he did this as well? Did you hear how he cheated on that one girl too? Oh my God. Like, no morals, no nothing. Like, it just taken to a whole nother dimension. Whole nother dimension. And I'm not gonna lie, most people that like to gossip are not happy. Most people that like to gossip are not happy with their lives. Again, I've seen that across the people that I've met in life. Most of the people that try to start a gossiping session, like a gossip sesh, they're not happy with where they're at life. There's something bothering them, and this is like an escape for a moment. Low-key, it's like an escape, just like any other thing, because it gives you a rush. It gives you a rush, just like any other drug does, to gossip. For some people, the escape is video games. For men, it's video games. That's men's gossiping. That's men's version of gossiping. Just video games. For some people, it's comedy. the escape. And for some people, it's like, hey, let me distract myself by focusing on other people and how terrible they are. I'm upset, so here's me gossiping for 3 hours because that means I don't have to think about what I'm upset about. That means I don't have to think about what I have to change in my life because that's difficult. It's difficult. It's a fun time. It's a fun time for them. The reason this worked, though, and if Matt Rife had a mostly male audience, this wouldn't have worked. Because there would be like, what, 20, 30% women? And they'd be like, oh my God. It wouldn't matter as much because that's not his audience. But because it's mostly women, that's why this is happening. First of all, men wouldn't be just as offended because it's not really something that they're taking the blow of. And second of all, even if the 30% did, try to tear his reputation, it wouldn't be a problem to the same magnitude because it's not most of the audience. And then he posted a link on a story about, hey, if you have a problem with my joke, here's a link for you to, I don't know what it was. It was like a link that he posted on his Instagram story about how, what was it? It was like, I know what it was. He posted a link to like a mentally challenged website, like a website where you can buy helmets for mentally challenged people so they don't bump their head. And that's hilarious, actually. That's hilarious. It's like, if you have a problem, just click the link and, write your complaints or something. It says something along those lines. You click the link and it's just a website that sells helmets for mentally challenged people. That was a funny joke. That was funny. And people were like, oh my God, he doubled down. He's standing on business and we don't like it. How dare you be so bold? You should apologize. Because as soon as you apologize and bow your head down, then that pedestal is all of a sudden is not that high anymore. And that felt good, didn't it? That would feel so good, wouldn't it? But since he's standing on business, and we're like, oh, how dare you? They still feel like the pedestal is high. It's like, no, let's keep trying to like knock at it. Let's keep doing it. Hey, man. Just crazy. Just crazy. If I had him, I would just 1v1 the next person talking shit on Twitter. It was like, find their address, IP, all that, and just pull up to their home. Just fight them. Physical altercation. Man, child, or woman. Physical altercation. And like, see? Shit that you say on Twitter can have physical consequences. Maybe not that. Maybe not book a flight to another state just to find this one person. Oh, you talking shit? Open up. Open the door. Open the door right now. Right now. I'm outside your crib. What's up? It'd be very difficult. It'd be very difficult to pull off and get away with it. That would be the problem. You can probably do it. Just getting away with it. Holy fuck. Talk about press. You would get so much press if you did that. What if you staged it? That would be such a funny thing to stage. Oh, bet. You talking shit? I'm going to show up to this one fan's house. One hater's house. And fight them. Like, seriously, just as soon as they open the door, just hammer away on their face. And then you post that. Everyone will be like, yo, he is tweaking. What the fuck? Everybody watch your special. Everybody's watching your special. What did he say that pissed the haters so much that he said such a cruel thing that made Matt so pissed off that he pulled up to his crib? I have to see this. So much free press. And then it's all staged. You have a legit police report actually made. Just ask one of the police departments for help. Hey, can we get a mugshot on me, please? I'm about to have this special flying. It's part of the advertising campaign. This is an ad. Technically, this is advertisement. And it's not a fraudulent criminal case. This is how I feel. Yeah. It's just tricky. Stop with the notifications. I have to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Because boy, do people like disturbing. Boy, do people like disturbing. Anyways. I've said so much more fucked up shit than what he said in that special on stage. Jesus Christ. No one has in real life came up to me and been like, how dare you say such a thing? I've said some foul shit about like everything. I literally had a joke about supplying child soldiers in Congo with more weapons because they're child soldiers. That's what they're gonna need. That's what they're gonna need to win. That's what they're gonna need to win. People got quiet when I said that. And I'm like, oh, you guys are not fucking with that? I'm going to try it 15 more times before I give up on it. In different occasions, different settings, and different wordings until I get it right. Because I think it's funny. And you should too. I remember I closed out last Wednesday's set that I did with a Trump impression. First time I did that joke too. Why did it kill? Like, it actually killed. People were laughing so hard and applauded by the end of it. I'm like, bro. It's just what it is. I wonder why it worked so well. I don't even think I do like that. It was literally like a 10-second bit too. Like I did it for 10 seconds and we're like, whoa! Like really? In 2023, a Trump impression? All right, whatever. I guess I'll keep that in my act. God damn it. Damn it. It's whatever. It's cool, man. It's cool. It's all right. But yeah, this whole situation with Matt Rife. That's pretty much what I wanted to say about that, honestly. That's pretty much what I wanted to say about that. Because I truly feel like a lot of people have talked about this. A lot of people have had a lot of opinions about this. But I feel like they are missing the root. I feel like they're missing the root to why this is happening. It's not about they're bad, he's good, he's bad, and they're good. It's none of that. It's just understanding why this is happening. It's not happening because it's simply not happening because of the joke that he made. It's happening because it's human nature. This has happened so many times with other celebrities. Like these celebrity tabloid magazines that were really big in the early 2000s. They would have crazy headlines about these celebrities because it's gossip. These magazines, TMZ, they've known for a long time that people like gossiping. It's a whole business around this. It's a whole economy. It didn't happen by chance that this became a big deal. It's not just randomly, oh, how could he? And no one saw this coming. Every celebrity gets this kind of scrutiny. Everyone that's high up there on that pedestal, that's literally been put on that pedestal by the people, likes to be torn down by the same people. The same people like to tear down what they built. Because at first it was an intimate thing. And now I feel like you've grown too far from me. So let me bring you back because I love you. Really, that's what it is. I love you. That's why. That's why people tear down celebrities, really. Some celebrities are just awful. Just awful, obnoxious. And you're like, fuck off. Shut up. That's, it's just like, shut up. I don't. Shh. A lot of times they have nothing to do with you or your life, and you'll never cross paths in real life or digitally, but you seek it out with some. With some, you're seeking it out. Like one celebrity that's that for me. Well, not even celebrity at this point, I don't think. And she's just like a figure that just talks, and I'm like, every time she pops up on my time, like, oh my god, somebody shut her up. Somebody punch her in the face. Somebody sock her in the fucking face. And it's Azalea Banks. Fuck off. Just when she talks, it's like, I think she felt disrespected, I guess because Elon Musk didn't want to help her with her soap company. And she was like, oh, fuck this man. He didn't help me. He didn't give me advice on, I don't know what the fuck. She wanted to build a soap company or some shit. And she was offended because he did. This man is sending rockets in space. Why the fuck would he care about your soaps? You just want to sell soaps. Please sit down. Sit the fuck. It's like shit like that. Shut up. Just shut up. And I'm so glad she never pops up on my timeline. I'm trying to avoid it, actually. Sometimes she just says dumb shit, and then one tweet will pop up on my timeline. I'm like, fuck, shut up. I'm mad I saw that. And then I have, a good rest of my day. Doesn't have to be more than that. I don't even, well, maybe I have probably tweeted some shit just because it's like I saw it. I was like, and then I tweet a joke about it, some stupid shit that she said. It's never me trying to create a tabloid and being like, oh, this person is so awful and so there's no morality in this. It's just like, look at how dumb this, type shit. I saw this, so everybody else look at how dumb this shit is, and then crack a joke about it. But that's as far as it goes. I'm not gonna be like, don't listen to her music. Don't give a fuck about her music. I don't care. It's fucking arrogance. Thinking shit matters. I don't know. But yeah, I've said so much worse shit on stage than that joke with Matt Rife. Yeah. But yeah, I've never gotten confronted like that in real life about a joke that I made. The thing is, I'm not the smallest guy either, so I don't know if that's a factor to why. Like they think it's gonna be like even if they did confront me, it's not like I'm about to just wail on somebody for saying they didn't like my joke. You don't like a joke? Okay, cool. What kind of jokes do you like? I'm not gonna wail on somebody for not liking my jokes. That's cool. That's just not your type of humor. That's okay. That'd be funny as hell though. Somebody like, hey, I just felt like this joke wasn't funny to me because this. However, maybe you could still pull this joke off if you worded it this way. I just cock back my left hook and just send her back to the fucking ancestors. Just teeth go so hard back into her throat that they act like a shotgun shell, just splitting her head open from the back. Just from the crushed teeth shooting through the back of her skull because of the sheer power in my fist. It's not like that's gonna happen. But I don't know, maybe that's what they think. But I've never gotten walked up on for a joke that I made on stage. Except for that one black lady that heard me talk shit in the bathroom. And she was like, wow. I was talking about this white comedian. I can't believe I'm saying this for the third episode in a row, but this is just funny in case somebody's catching this episode, I haven't seen those previous episodes. Yeah, I was talking about this white female comedian. She didn't like my joke, and I was like, when she gets up on stage, I'm gonna just throw a chicken wing at her or a banana peel. I was telling that to my homie, and it was like the shared bathroom between men and women at this bar. And then out this lady comes, a black woman. She was like, wow, a chicken wing? And I was like, no. You heard it out of context. She was like, and a banana peel? Wow. It was like this older black lady. And I was like, no. It's a white woman. The woman I'm talking about is white. Those are just funny objects. There's nothing to do with race. These are just funny objects to throw at somebody. Black, white, or Chinese. Doesn't matter. I could throw Kung Pao chicken on a white lady. That's funny too. It just sounds funny. Kung Pao chicken. But yeah. That was the closest thing to confrontation. Just a woman going, wow. Like, bitch, don't eavesdrop on me. Bitch. Don't eavesdrop on me and my homies' conversations. Yeah, we're offensive. We're dudes. Saying fucked up shit all the time. What are you talking about? But I was drunk, so I was like, I don't give a fuck. I literally just hit her with it. Like, get out of here. Why are you eavesdropping on me anyway? Rude as hell. Mind your business. If you minded your business, you wouldn't have gotten such a bad misunderstanding. That's the thing, man. People don't know how to mind their business. I don't know. Maybe we're not supposed to mind our own business. Maybe we should just be in everybody's business. We're social creatures. We just like being in people's business. Some of us do, some of us don't. But gossiping is literally that, again, it's a whole business just built around that human trait of wanting to talk shit about people because it feels good. Anyways, that's what I have to say about that. I'm done. It's been a cool 45 minutes. That's all I had to say about that. Literally, I don't think it's a case of defending comedy or defending a person or saying this person is wrong or this person is right. I just feel like people haven't talked about how much of this cancellation and cancel culture is contributed or it's contributed by that trait of wanting to gossip. You see, people do it all the time about their coworkers. They do it about their friends, families, people they used to go to school with. It happens everywhere. I know people have gossiped about me. I know that. People that I don't know and people that I do know. Just like, it's just what people do. I don't necessarily, indulge in it. It doesn't give me the same type of dopamine rush that it seems to be, given to other people. But I don't judge them. That's just what makes them feel good. I'm definitely judging them. I'm not going to lie. Especially if they're doing it in front of me. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Shut up. Shut up. What are you doing with your life? Do something with your life instead of talking about this person to me. Stop it. Gossiping is like one thing, and then drama is another thing. When people are like, drama, getting caught up in some shit. Like my homie will tell me about situations that he gets caught up in with women, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck did you do? And it's just a funny story. I was like, holy, that's hilarious. Tell it in a funny way. I just die laughing every time. But specifically about a person who's like, this person is bad. Did you know they did? And you're just like, I don't know. I just snap out of it. I'm like, I can't indulge. I'm not that into it the way you're seeming to be being into it. I just feel like most men are like that. A lot of men are into drama though. A lot of men like hearing about drama. But that's just innate in human nature, drama. Oh my God, this happened then this. Did you hear about that? And then he fucked the neighbor? Oh my God, what? And she has 3 kids? He cheated on her on a cruise? What? While she was putting their baby to sleep and she's pregnant? What? They get so so good. It tastes so good. Hearing shit like that. It's so funny. It's funny. It is. It is. Yeah, that's my contribution to that conversation. I said I was done with this 5 minutes ago, and here I go another 5 minutes about it. But I just didn't hear people mention that. So I just wanted to contribute with that aspect to the conversation. That's all. Just wanted to add my piece to that conversation because I didn't hear it on any other platform, any other TikTok. That I feel is a valid take. I feel that's a valid take. Yeah. Hopefully I gave you a new perspective on that. Yeah. Pretty much. I gotta go do stand up again. It's been a week since I did it. Let me think. What should I do? Should probably try the Congo joke again. Because I made a video about it on TikTok. And people are loving it over there. Some people are like, this is fucked up. How can you? Those kids are getting fucked over there. How can you say this? Somebody literally commented that. No, they're getting dogged over there. This is crazy. Why would you? I'm like, why did you word it like this? So raunchily. He's like, no, those kids are getting fucked. You're tripping. They're fucking the shit out of those kids. I'm like, dog, you don't have to say it like that. You'd be like, actually, those minors are getting violated. He's like, they're fucking the shit out of those kids. You're tripping. You're tripping. I'm like, all right. You could have chosen a different set of words to relay that message. Nah, bro, they're fucking the shit out of those kids. That's exactly what they're doing. I'ma tell it how it is. I'm real as fuck. They're fucking the shit out of those kids. Bro, there's like at least 49 different ways you could have said that. That didn't involve fucking the shit out of a kid. I don't like that sentence. I don't like the sentence. You're not wrong, they are. But god damn it. Anyway. Yeah, most people though are finding that joke funny online. So I just gotta make it work on stage. I'll keep you guys updated when it's finally hitting on stage. So yeah. What else? I don't think I've gotten heckled on stage either. Well, I've gotten attempts of heckling, but for me, it's always like worked in my favor because I'm fairly good at crowd work, I'd say. Especially when I'm in my zone and I can just like, boom, boom, boom. I get really comfortable on stage. That's when I'm like really, okay, I can do crowd work, and I just try to do crowd work. And, I just have flow, and it works really well. And even if somebody like tries to heckle me, it always like I can flip it in my favor. So, damn, I want to do crowd work now. I want to do crowd work right now. I want to talk to people. That's what I want to do. It's fun. It's so much fun. And everyone knows that it's improvised because, you can't plan shit like that. So the audience has a lot of fun with that. It's like, oh shit, he's quick with it. And, yeah. What else? I think I've gotten heckled once where I was like, that wasn't the best response I could have had. But I was doing the set and there was these two drunk people. I was sitting right by the stage and I just straight up threatened them, a dude and his girlfriend. I was like, I will shove my foot so far up your ass. You see my boot? You know how gigantic my fucking boot is? You get fucked up. And everyone's like, is he serious? Is he seriously gonna fuck him up? And I was like, anyways, on to the next joke. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. That was the only time. They got quiet. But he didn't get too happy, the guy that was heckling. He was like kind of mad that I said that to him in front of his girl. But yeah, that was the only time. I shouldn't have done that. Jeez. But every other time it's been pretty good. Anyways, what was I saying? Whatever. Guys, we're doing pretty good on time. We're gonna keep talking shit about different things that's going on in the world on the Patreon. So we're gonna switch over to the Patreon. If you haven't subscribed to the Patreon, check out the Patreon. No, but it would seriously help the channel if you supported the Patreon, because the channel don't really have any sponsors right now, but I would greatly appreciate it. But even if you just watched this episode for the free ski, that's cool too. If you can leave a thumbs up, appreciate that. Helps my YouTube, videos get found, because algorithm and whatnot. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for listening. And I see you guys next week. All right, switching over to the Patreon. You guys be easy. Peace out.